80% of the rods within a nuclear reactor actually is silver. And with the new renaissance in the nuclear industry coming, we're going to see another big driver of silver demand over the next decade, which will be quite interesting to see. And here we've got two industries, the EV and the photograph or the photovoltaic industry, solar panels, consuming almost 300 million ounces of silver. And we're producing 830 million ounces of silver as an industry, and these two industries are consuming about 40% of the market.
Join our WhatsApp channel for real-time updates, breaking news, and expert predictions on gold, silver, and financial markets. Link in the description or pin comment. Stay ahead of the curve. Don't miss out.
Silver plays a crucial role in today's world due to its unique combination of physical, chemical, and economic properties. Its significance extends across multiple domains, making it indispensable in modern society. From an industrial perspective, silver's high thermal and electrical conductivity, reflective properties, and resistance to oxidation make it a vital component in various technologies. It is extensively used in electronics, where it ensures efficient conductivity in semiconductors, circuit boards, and other electrical components. Solar energy systems rely heavily on silver for the production of photovoltaic cells, a key technology in the global transition to renewable energy. This application is especially critical as countries strive to meet sustainability goals and reduce carbon emissions. In healthcare, silver's natural antibacterial properties are utilized in wound dressings, medical devices, and water purification systems. Its effectiveness in preventing microbial growth without promoting resistance makes it a valuable material in medical and public health applications. Financially, silver serves as both an investment and a hedge against inflation. Unlike fiat currencies, silver has intrinsic value and a history of being used as money, which continues to make it a sought-after asset during economic uncertainty. Its affordability compared to gold also makes it an accessible option for investors seeking to diversify their portfolios. Moreover, the environmental implications of silver are noteworthy. Silver's applications in clean energy and water purification contribute to its role in addressing global environmental issues. Innovations in recycling and sustainable sourcing are helping to mitigate the ecological impact of silver extraction and use. Overall, silver's importance in today's world lies in its versatility, blending industrial utility, financial value, and societal significance. It is a metal that not only underpins many aspects of modern life, but also holds promise for shaping a sustainable future. This is why experts have remained optimistic about silver prices despite decades of underperformance, often predicting significant price increases for the gray metal. First Majestic CEO Keith Neumeyer is one of those experts who remained feverishly bullish on silver prices. He recently outlined the metal's incredible dynamics in a recent presentation delivered at a precious metals conference, detailing exactly why he is so bullish on silver prices and his expectations for the metal in 2025. As we present clips from Neumeyer's presentation, please take a little time to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications for more videos like this. Thank you, and enjoy the video.
We're seeing demand right now of around 1.2 billion ounces of silver, and this is an estimate for 2024. I've heard numbers as high as 1.4 billion ounces of silver consumption expected in 2024. These are pretty substantial, numbers that we've never seen in the history of the silver market before. As it says on the slide, there's over 10,000 uses of silver. And the crazy things like yoga clothing, soles of your runners, paints in hospitals, linens in hospitals, filtration systems. Of course, when going back to the 80s, when silver was primarily used in the photographic industry and the photographic industry went electronic, there was a lot of silver around, because all of a sudden this one industry that was consuming 25% of the world's supply of silver disappeared. And then I noticed that being, at a copper company in the early 90s, and when I put First Majestic together in the early 2000s, I put it together because of the thesis, because I was seeing electronic usages increasing dramatically, and I expected that was going to continue. And that thesis has paid off quite nicely. And the last bullet there, and this is something that is some people don't, we heard the nuclear story on the prior presentation, but 80% of the rods within a nuclear reactor actually is silver. And with the new renaissance in the nuclear industry coming, we're going to see another big driver of silver demand over the next decade, which will be quite interesting to see. And here we've got two industries, the EV and the photograph or the photovoltaic industry, solar panels, consuming almost 300 million ounces of silver. And we're producing 830 million ounces of silver as an industry, and these two industries are consuming about 40% of the market. So they've replaced photography by twofold, basically. So the above ground supplies back in the mid 80s was about 5 billion ounces of silver sitting on the surface of the earth. Today it's estimated, and there's a slide coming up, that there's about 1.2 billion ounces of silver left on the earth surface. So this is the total supply, and you see that mine supply has been basically flat, slightly negative. We did have a peak back in 2016 of 880 million ounces. Then in COVID hit, we broke through 800 million, and then we had a recovery. Recycling has basically been flat. There's no money in recycling. Your cell phone has $3 or $4 worth of silver in it, and it's going to cost a recycler some multitude of that to even try to take it out. These technology companies of the world are very good at embedding copper and zinc and silver in these circuit boards, and it's almost impossible to extract these metals out of these computers and televisions and refrigerators and microwave ovens and all the different things that are part of our daily life to get these metals out of these components that we rely on and consume on a regular basis. So. And what is future demand or future supply going to look like? Well, over the last 10 years, it's been flat. What's the next 10 years look like? You see worldwide grades dropping among the silver sector. Our grades at First Majestic have been dropping over the last 20 years since I put the company together. I see it all our peers, the same thing. The production from all the major silver producers on the planet has been flat and or negative. And what's it going to take? Well, Hecla came out with a number just a few months ago that it takes 17.9 years to build a mine from discovery to first production. And that's a shocking number. So if you're ever going to see this number increase, what are you going to have to, first you're going to have prices go up dramatically because the mining sector is not going to make the investment necessary. The mining sector is still in shock from 2011, 2012, where the mining sector thought that the metal prices were going to continue higher. Silver was 2011, silver was $50 in April. In September of 2011, gold was almost 1900. And the M&A activity in 2011, 2012 was quite paramount, and it hit a peak. And then over the next 3 to 4 years, all those mining companies wrote down those assets almost to zero, to zero in many cases. And the mining sector was highly criticized for buying assets that appeared to be at the top of the market. But the mining executives at the time were being told by the banks that silver was going to go to $70 and gold was going to go to $3,000.